Hi, everybody. I know you probably hear me, but you don't see me.
But you could tell she's talking. You could tell she's talking that part. But before we get started, we just wanted to send our heartfelt thoughts out to those, and we actually mean it because we know that some people say things like that and they don't necessarily mean it. To those out in California with the wildfires, I actually have one of my closest friends who lives out there, so I'm definitely checking in on her daily just to make sure that she's good. I hope my friend Ziel is doing well as well. So just know that our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you guys at this point in time.
And then moving on from there, I know we talked about a lot of the off the scenes, a lot of the actors
Yep.
losing their homes. They talked about maybe postponing production for a General Hospital. I'm not sure if other soaps are going to do the same right now. We know that they shoots 6-8 months in advance, so
Yeah.
you're going to still have their episodes every day, but we may be slowing down with production for the other soaps. So just a heads up for all my Facebook elders out there that'll be making messages saying, why isn't this on today? Why is it preempted? What's going on? In consideration for the LA fires and everything that's going on, they're not only actors, they're people.
Exactly.
So we have to be considerate of that as well.
Exactly, especially seeing our man Eric Braden, like,
Yeah.
up with tears and talking about his home and everything of that nature. It is, as someone who lost their family home due to a fire, is probably one of the most devastating things that you can actually go through. You really do lose like everything. So let's just remember just to keep them uplifted in prayers and in thoughts, and just hope for them the best. And it's going to take some rebuilding and take some time. So just wishing them the best. So I know we got a lot of things to get into, but you already know how we always started. So welcome to So Fire. It is brought to you by Jury Reviews Media and Disney Bulletin. And here is where you get our thoughts on our stories. As you already know, hi everyone. I am Ashley Sheree.
And I am Deneen. We're throwing it back old school podcast today. I don't know what's going on, guys, but right before we got on, my camera said they don't want to come on. So
And that's just what it is. So you know how we do. We just gonna make it work.
we're gonna keep it going.
And that's just what it is at this point in time. And also be sure to follow us if you're not. You can find me on Blue Sky Lady, 2 Y's ASA, on the Bad Place, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, is Lady, 2 Y's _ ASA, and it's the same on Instagram as well.
And you can find me on Instagram under Neen, Neen _ Amanda, as well as Neen _ the therapist. And I am on Blue Sky under Neen Amanda. And yeah, I'm still on X, the bad place, under Kiss My Name.
Listen, some of us ain't leaving, unfortunately, and I can't leave because of my Janae and Serena community from Love Island. I don't play about them two black women who
Yeah.
got love, so that's just what it is. But breaking news with our stories. Oh my goodness, Monica!
Oh, when I saw that, my chest dropped. I was like,
Girl.
but you know what? I remember a couple of months back, a news article reported that they saw her like at a restaurant with her walker. She was with her family. So, she had been up moving around. We don't know what transpired in the last couple of months, but our thoughts and our prayers are with her family as well as her friends and family over at the General Hospital setting, because a legend. Like literally a legend.
Oh my goodness, like how many times have I referenced, Alan trying to drop the roof on her and Rick Weber? Like she was such a vixen as well,
Yeah.
and then transferred over to being a heroine, then a matriarch. So she is one of the few to actually progress in that type of manner. Monica Quartermain and her storylines are still talked about to this day, from what I mentioned with, the crazy affair with Alan, her, and Rick, to
Yeah.
storyline to just with Jason Morgan having that car accident. She loves herself some Jason, okay, and her deal
And
with that.
they better do her right. Like, I just know with everything that's going on right now, trying to filter in that storyline, but it's very ironic as well watching yesterday's episode with the Tracy and Stella scene. And it
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't want to say like foreshadowing, but also like making preparation to let like audience know as well that she's not doing well.
Yeah. Yeah. So, moving it on over to Tracy actually being the matriarch of the
Yeah.
court in that household. But we're still talking about last, so we have to get into that. Then, like, as the week goes on next week, when that podcast drops, we're definitely going to hit on that scene because that was a lovely
That
scene.
was
So,
a great scene. But I love that you brought up the whole Alan Rick Weber affair. You've been seeing so many videos and everything circulating, and it reminded me when she had that scene with Leslie.
yep.
It was like, he don't want to be with you.
You
We
don't
be
got
laid
no
up talking about you. You ain't got no passion. And I'm just like, oh
That's
my
what I
God,
posted
Leslie.
too, like, cause that was a scene. I had to show my best who doesn't watch soap operas. I was like, girl, you have got to see this. Like, no, this
Yeah,
is
that was a really
literally
good scene.
amazing. So, oh my goodness, yeah. So, there's just so many different scenes, like when we are talking about her, where we could just go in and so many storylines. She really is a staple when it comes to General
Mhm.
Hospital. Everything that they provided. It's just definitely a sad occurrence, and it just felt
Yeah.
like so came out, just so surprising. How a person is older and getting older in life, but
Yes.
still about it, it's still like, you know.
But I thought about it the other day. Like, the first soap opera, General Hospital, premiered in 1963. So literally, we're gonna have to watch all of those people transition out. And
Yeah,
for us, it's like, oh my God, this is a lifetime. Like this is everybody. But for them, they've actually been doing this for how many plus years. So it's very sad to see them, get older and transition. And like we said, soap opera characters are like distant family members, like Granny Monica that went home to be with the Lord. Like that's how we are responding as soap fans, because it's like we grew up with them. They've been a part of us for so long.
it really, really happened. So it's just always so like jarring to just see, like, oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you come home from school or work and you watch them, and I don't know, it's just always, wow. And she did get a lot of what is the word for a lot of different news outlets were talking
Yeah,
about.
she did. She did. Both like online media outlets, as well as I've seen her on some major news channels as well. So I love that she's getting her flowers.
Yep, as well deserved. So, rest in peace. And I just hope that she's just resting peacefully. I hope she's up there with Stewart, and just talking about their time at General Hospital. So,
Yep.
I know I'll definitely be watching some clips as well. So we got to get into our story. So we always start in alphabetical order. So of course we are going to get to bold and the beautiful. Uh, okay, should I start with the good or should I start with what annoyed the mess out of me?
I think I know what both is going to be. Okay, start with what annoyed you so that we can bring you back up happy.
Okay, what annoyed the mess out of me, one, is how is Steffi getting her back blown out by her fine old husband, fine ass husband, I should say. And she's talking about her damn mammy and pappy. Like, what is that? I was like, girl,
She
that
told her, I hope it's everything you want and more.
is
Like you told your mama that about your day, and they moving so damn fast. Like Taylor and Ridge are moving so quick, because I feel like Brooke's stuff is still in the house, and you talking about, yeah, we finna go get the beach house back, the ocean house back. Like,
it's like what? But Bo does go fast just to have just for it to end in flames as well super quickly.
hmm.
We're definitely gonna see. I just couldn't believe Steffi, you're damn near 40, after just
It
having
bothers you so much.
after having
Like she grown as hell. Why does she still want her parents together?
Why are we parent trapping still? Girl, get over it. So what? Like I'm just like, so what? You have a fine ass husband, a good man. Finally, he's not waffling back and forth between you and Hope. Like he's all about you, all in, goes in the bedroom. The kids ain't home, your mama ain't there, and you sitting in the bed after glowing and talking about them. Girl, get it together. Like I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But also just even with just like the Rich and Taylor, like I will always be so disappointed in how they have Taylor, who is a doctor of the brain, low key, how she still like falls into this trap of like Ridge. I wanted Ridge to work for her, work for earn me. Like, because we've been doing this for over 30 years. You need to earn me and show that you really want to be with me. Because by Easter time, he gonna be back with oh girl, probably sooner than that.
Thought that she was going to bring it up when they were slow dancing, and she told him what Steffi had said, and I thought that was going to be her opportunity to be like, well, what are you going to do? What's going to be different? But she didn't, and I was very disappointed. Like I was very disappointed. But for them to move in together, we shall see.
Yeah, that it was insane. Then you got Brooke over there thinking about them.
I know her sister. It's like
I just,
oh,
child, I just really, really can't. But something I am excited about is Daphne Rose. I mean, she's gorgeous. The woman who plays Daphne. Oh my
yes.
freaking god, gorgeous.
So has she been a character on the show before, or is she a brand new character?
No, this is brand new. So I'm excited to see what she can do there. And I also feel like she can have chemistry with low key any man on that canvas if it's
No, I agree. I agree. But I think that she is going to fall for Carter, seriously. Like, I think that her goal was to go in there and break up Hope and Carter, but she's going to fall for Carter, and then it's going to get messy, and then her loyalty to Steffi is going to get questioned, and Hope is going to be out the picture either way it goes. So,
I feel like they're trying to figure out like how to give Hope a love interest, and I don't feel like anything is hitting.
mm,
I felt like she was fine with Liam. She did have chemistry with Thomas, but obviously I don't know what it is. They never want to bring Thomas in, and now it's kind of like floundering of what to do with her. I feel like so. Yeah, I don't know.
definitely. But
Yes,
I'm excited to see how that whole storyline plays out.
yes, definitely, definitely. I think that this is something new. This is something a little bit different. So it's definitely intriguing to see. I am excited about it. And it's just something new and something, a little bit, jazzy and different. Yay.
Oh, I know what we forgot to talk about. How do you feel about Bill hiding Luna? Do you feel like he should have let Will know that Luna was in the house?
No, he can't let Will know. He can't let Will know a damn thing. Will would blow that sky high. Y'all already know I'm a Luna fan. She's crazy, but
Crazy ass was hiding on the stairs, just listening.
lurking. So like I like she's just I don't know, her character it just gives I feel the set or just the canvas just a burst of life. So I just appreciate, Luna so much. And I do kind of feel like maybe they like and we spoke about this before. I really feel like she could be the child that Bill never had. Like he could really mold her into what he wanted Wyatt and Liam and Will to be. So that's what kind of makes me excited. And then it can also kind of create a rift between, him and Bill, but also like this kind of like a pull and like push and pull between him and Luna as well. I'm kind of excited about that story.
I can agree. I can agree. I feel like it's going to be messy, but I
Yep.
think that he's going to end up defending her in the end.
Yep.
It's off a lot of people, but she is going to. She needs that. She needs to feel like somebody's in her corner.
Exactly. She really, really does. And I would love it if they were able to find a way to get Bill and Lee back together because they also had chemistry. And the thing with Bo, they just dropped it. So it was a time where, we thought Finn was dead, and Sheila tried to kill her, but Bill found her and kind of like nursed her back to health. So she was able to tell him that she had found Finn. So I would love for them to kind of get back to that, because Lee, I love Dr. Lee Finnegan. I think she's great. We do know that our man Ted King is coming back to play Jack Finnegan. So it looks like Bold has a lot of good things coming for Lee's family. So I'm excited.
Shaking up stuff in 2025. So we should.
As it should be. Let's stop playing it safe, okay? Let's just let that go and stop playing it safe. So those are like some of the only things that I'm really excited about for Bold. And it's like Daphne Rose. I want Finn and Steffi to have twins, and then I just need Crazy Luna back on the scene with her family, and then we're Gucci. Oh my God, I can't. Okay, so going on to days. So there was a couple of things that definitely did happen. I have some of my bright spots. Rachel she is Kristen's child and Sammy's niece. Like, she really is them.
Her sending the text messages. Okay, so for one, I think that her mom was more. I feel like there should have been some discipline with that, because it's still a child. But I feel like her mom was more so like, yeah, she did it. You're not paying no attention to her, and that's how she did it. And then Brady was just like, well, she's still a child. This shouldn't have happened. And then Abe was just like, I'm thinking it's you. Then she came, once she found out it was Rachel, what is she supposed to say to that? Like Rachel saying, you're bullying my mom. Ava supposed to turn around and say, no, I'm supposed to bully you. Like, that would have been a completely different thing.
The way that she came in there talking about, don't you talk to my mom like that, girl. If you don't take yourself upstairs and watch Coco Melon and come.
That's what happened when you don't let children stay in a child's place. She felt like she can do that, so she did.
Yes, she did. She did.
And her mama didn't check her.
Yep. And that's always, the problem, I feel like, when it comes to Rachel, but also acknowledging. I did appreciate the conversation that Brady and Kristen had. Like, we need to do better. Like, we're the way that we're acting, and also like Kristen does need to do better too, because she's picked up those cues from her mother. Brady is not like that. She gets it from, Kristen. But also when they continue to fight, that also becomes something that is affecting Rachel as well. And they did touch on too just how Rachel was switched at birth and just like all of this other thing. So they had a very crucial conversation that was definitely needed, and I definitely like seeing that between them two.
I agree. It was a very transparent adult conversation. I feel like it was long overdue.
Yep.
So if Rachel didn't send Ava the text messages, it never would have happened.
Yep.
But shout out to y'all for being reactive instead of proactive, huh? Because
took us some time to get there, but I mean, like, it's Kristen DiMera, so of course that was gonna happen. And she's the most like Stefano DiMera, her father. Like, we could say what we want about like EJ and him, but I just definitely feel like Kristen was his favorite. So
it was her looking at the picture like, "Thank you, Daddy." Like, she knew. I mean, speaking of parents, Tate and Sophia.
I'm sorry. I just like love Tate and Sophia. I think they have like so much chemistry. Like, they're literally like one of my favorites. Like, I love to watch.
But he still wants to work it out with Holly. And Holly over there about to be with Dougie. But you know what? Yep. I did like they gonna be together.
They're gonna be. Do you see the chemistry between Doug and
their chemistry is really nice. Their chemistry is really nice. And then I feel like they look more age appropriate. I don't know if it's because Holly looks older or like, I feel like they just aesthetically fit better.
Yeah, I think they definitely aesthetically fit better, because the person who plays Tate, I think his name is Leo Howard. He's like way older also as well in real life, married and everything. But the thing with Holly and Doug, they just, I don't know, something about them that just mesh. I definitely the chemistry. You could tell he's really feeling her. The fact that he was just really honest with her about the necklace, I was like, oh wow, like he likes her.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
like she was 10 toes down, helping him after he got jumped. And I'm like, yeah,
You
I
saw
think
some
that's
hazel
gonna be
eyes too
a
as
nice
she was
experience.
helping him take his shirt off.
Like it's gonna be nice. I think they're gonna blossom very, very well. And I also think that Tate and Sophia is gonna continue to blossom
Yep.
throughout this pregnancy. Like the game plan is gonna become, oh, let's give the baby up for adoption. But then at
Mhm.
the end, they're gonna be like, let's raise the baby together.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Because they already have to get through the hurdle. She's already like, that's not something that my parents would really like want to do. But you can
Yeah.
see like they would probably more so try to lean towards it and then like backtrack. So, we're definitely gonna see how this works out. Y'all already know I'm a Tate and Sophia fan. I'm already on board with Doug and Holly. So we'll
Yeah, Dougie
definitely
and Holly might be it for me. I like them too.
exactly. Oh, and I just have to say too, and I haven't seen them in scenes lately, but I still really do like Alex and Joy together. They have chemistry, so I'm excited about that as well. So we'll see because I wanted to talk about Chanel has quit Body and Soul.
She has, and it was so funny as she was talking to Abe. She was like, "You can recast, like everybody just recast. They do it in soap operas all the time." And I was like, "Like shameless."
Yo, Ron be trying to take digs at us. Like we see you. Okay, we see what you're doing. Like every time I turned around, he's definitely taking digs that he mentioned soap Twitter. Like, oh
Like
my
y'all are
god.
hilarious. Like we see you, okay, and we gonna keep doing what we doing. Like
Okay. And what? Like that's
clearly
literally
you're watching, so we got your attention.
exactly. Clearly, y'all searching your hashtags. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. I can't. So I am happy that she's letting that go. Hopefully, they'll start to move out of the body and soul. I feel like it's about to start wrapping up sooner or later, especially when the lady whistleblower is essentially discovered. And we will get out of that little tidbit because I will definitely be happy to move forward with all that.
Same.
Same. So, and I think the last thing we have to talk about really just is about the whole Rafe situation. With Rafe being,
Everybody kidnapped right now. Like
yep, downstairs. Everybody, anybody who always get kidnapped, they get stuck in the Demira basement. Okay, that's just where you gonna go.
oh my God. But just even EJ texting Jada and was just like, "Hey, sweetheart, da da da." I'm in my head like, I hope this is nothing that Rafe will say. Like, I hope you know your man text messages because this is not him.
Yeah,
Not
and
him.
she's looking at it like, I don't. This seems weird. Like I
Like,
don't
come
know
on,
about this.
put
Like,
your thinking cap on. Be a detective.
yep, commissioner.
Okay, because something is not right.
That part. So we'll definitely see how this goes. I just hope they don't go into the part of her like being essayed low key because she's unaware that that's not Rafe. Like
Mhm.
I don't want to see that. We've had so many like that. Sammy already had to deal with that in the past on days. And then also when I think about Young and the Restless with Phyllis, when Jack had a doppelganger, like I hate it kind of like skews me out a little bit. So like I hope that somehow, some way that doesn't happen. But we'll see how it pans out,
Oh, Emily too. Oh,
Emily too. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I hate those types of things.
and I hope they left that in the past.
Yes, please, please, please. I know we have a lot to talk about pertaining to General Hospital, but let's leave that for last. So let's
I
just
guess we
mostly
could say with kidnapped, because Sharon's kidnapped too in the basement. So
Sharon is so kidnapped, and how they gonna put my girl in the same place that her daughter was? I was like, yo,
you
like
know
really,
what?
Jordan? This is how we're doing?
I
Like,
feel like
okay.
Cameron was so funny. He like, is that my blood? That's still my blood right there on the floor. He's like, damn, nobody cleaned it up. I was cracking.
No,
She
they
like,
just want me to get out of there, okay? I can't. Sharon they always make her go through so much ish. Like it is God. I was even watching somebody posted an old clip of when like Matt Clark came back and he almost essayed her again. I was like, Dad, can my girl have something else besides this? Like Y'all always making her go through some craziness. Like it's like, oh my God. But we know she's gonna be okay and make it through, make it out. But everyone is starting to confront Ian as well. I think I
Mhm.
know I did mention this last week, but they also had Mariah confront Ian again because it just so happened to be at the park. And of course, he tried to talk to Mariah and Tessa, and she got stern with him again. She said, "I will kill you." But Mariah is tired. She's like, I see through your lies. I know who you are. But it just also made me think like Tessa is kind of like, what's the word? I feel like she's softening a little bit. And I'm like, girl, please don't.
No, and Mariah is the complete opposite because it was the red hair for me. She looked him dead in his face and said, "I will kill you."
I
She
will.
did. Like it was no hesitation about that.
Yeah, and it's don't that's the thing. Don't mess with my family. So
Yeah.
that's what it all is. Like, don't mess with my family. I already told you once. I have to tell you again. And now you're miraculously at the same park that we are at, and we have our daughter. You're out of your mind right now. Absolutely not. So I really got and understood, why she went so hard. And shout out to Cameron Grimes. Sis be not playing, and I just appreciate them giving her the material to show her chops and have people understand this is why I wanted Emmy when I was 10 years old. Stop playing with me. She said, put some respect on my name.
Youngest.
She ain't new to this, she true to this. Oh my goodness. Also, so we have to talk too about Nate Hastings Sr.'s son. Ooh.
Yes, Nate and Damien met.
Okay. I love to see it too
I
fine.
like seeing the chocolate at the table sitting there looking at each other. I said, okay, y'all look good with the little, not the fake beard, but like the scruffle beard. It's not a beard, but he just got a little bit growing. Oh,
Yep,
yeah, y'all look cute.
scruffiness is trying to perk his way out. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Um,
I need them to like pick it up, but I'm definitely excited to kind of see how this, because like we don't know Damien. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like, what is his story? What is he about? Like, who is going to be out? I'm interested in seeing like who's going to gravitate towards and which one of the women are going to like try to sink their teeth in, or which one of the women's he going to try to sink his teeth into.
No, seriously. And as far as like his relationship with Nate, like how is that going to be? Because I don't think Nate is most trustworthy of him right now. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, what's going to happen with that? What's
And
that
his
going to look like?
And Nate's family definitely isn't too, because you already heard how Lily was talking about it. She wants him to be careful. You have Devon trying to be supportive, but he's also like, like, I don't know how I feel about this either. Like, yeah, I want to help him out and make sure that if he does offer a job to Damien and he takes a bite of it, like how is that gonna go about? So I'm excited to have something new and fresh when it pertains to the Winters Hastings
Yeah.
plan, and seeing how that's all going to pop out. And I just love seeing Nate with Audra. I think they are a sexy couple. Like they look amazing together. Like they make me happy.
I agree. I agree. What was the saying that I'm on the couch? She was rubbing her feet and she like, I want you to kiss something up a little bit higher. I was like, okay, girl.
You better say it.
Figure me out where you want him to kiss.
Yay. Sexiness. we be what's the word? Like we're deprived of sexiness and romance.
Yes, and soap operas, and it's so crazy because that's what it's known for.
Yep.
What Monica say, the passion.
The passion. Okay. We lay in bed
And talk about you.
because you're dull and boring. Sorry, we watched this. We talked about the scene between Leslie and Monica. So, like, we need the passion. We need to see the passion. Okay, where is it? So, at least one couple is bringing it, and sporadically, other couples do bring it too. But we just need to see more of it, because unfortunately, General Hospital gives us couples that we don't want to see. Drew and freaking
Oh, my chest.
that. Like,
He
girl,
really
going into them, like I just cannot. So I'm still trying to figure out who ordered the explosion? Was it Sidwell? Was it somebody
My
else?
mama said it was Sitwell. She said that's why he grabbed his drink and hurried up and ran to the balcony because he was trying to see the explosion. I
Oh,
said I didn't see that scene, girl. I must have walked away.
I did see him, but I was just like, I don't. Okay, like we used to be clued in more, and this is how
Yeah.
I know that General Hospital just be throwing things at the wall and seeing if it'll stick. Because how are we supposed to surmise that? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I think they're gonna forget.
So
No, I honestly feel like with everything that's gonna happen with um, doing the tribute for Leslie Charleston is they're gonna forget. They're gonna forget so many different storylines coming up. Oh no, I can't hear you. No. But we were saying how we feel like with so many storylines going on with General Hospital right now, they are going to forget what they're doing next. And I hope they don't drop the ball on the Penthouse because I feel like more is starting to come out with the General Hospital itself murders with the digitalis. Like, I strongly believe that Michael saw Cyrus. Like, I don't think Michael's eyes were completely closed. I think he saw Cyrus put the digitalis in there. I don't think he woke up, but I feel like he's going to be able to say something later on. So we shall see. But I have questions with that regarding Cyrus. Like, he didn't say a prayer for Michael, but he was just like thinking like he's saving his soul. Like, do you feel like you're giving redemption because, they're so close or on the brink of death? That they're so close on the brink of death or whatever. And at that point, it's like, okay, y'all, let's go ahead, take this step. Let's go ahead, do this. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just like, no, I don't think that's it at all. But I do believe that this whole Cyrus is the killer needs to go away, like pronto. And then I feel like also too, if we were gonna have this Cyrus being the killer thing drawn out for so long,
ugh.
it should have been more about it. Like, he's been banned from the hospital. Like, um, even with him, trying to get his redemption. Like, I know he had the conversation with Marty and was like, they banned me from General Hospital. I need to save my patients. I need to save my patients. Like, do you feel like you have like a God complex at this point?
Yeah, like
Like
what?
you
Yeah,
feel like you're so close to death, like they're on the brink of death, so to speak, so that you have to be the one to you know, put them out of their mercy.
exactly. It but and like you said, we should have been able to see that. Like General Hospital doesn't allow us to see anything. We have to continue to guess. And I just remember a time, and this is a time when I was only a baby, but I saw a clip where they said that Lucy was acting as like a this goody girl librarian, and then she came home, put on some music, put on some skanky clothes, and was dancing her life away. They clued the audience in on like
Mhm.
Lucy not who you think she is. I
Yeah.
things like that where you could actually see a story, and then also like they had somebody who she was talking and she was going like they told you who they were like later
We
on.
don't
There's
get enough of the behind the scene footage. Like,
yeah, like we get nothing. So we don't even really like know anything. So why is he doing this? Like there's nothing that really tells us why he's doing what he's doing. It's just
yeah.
weird. Like I'm so like I can be so disappointed in General Hospital just because I know what it used to be.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, just like I don't know, I just really would have liked more to have an understanding of why his Sonny's penthouse went up in an explosion. But also
Agreed.
also to have like this sex scene with Drew and what if I would have liked the couple, it would have been better. But when you don't essentially like the couple, I'm kind of like, okay, I'd rather just see Michael and Golf, than to
Mhm.
see him, going back and forth. And that's just being honest.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Um, Also, like, I saw a lot of discourse about Joss and Willow and like their back and forth. I wanted to get your take on it before I
Well,
say,
people don't like Joss because she Carly's daughter,
yeah,
and then she cheated on Cameron. So
yeah,
like, but I think about how sweet and humble she was like during the whole Oscar ordeal when he died, and like she had a heart and that she was hardened. The character herself was hardened, and there is a lot of comparison to Joss going off on Willow and Lulu going off on Liz at the hospital. And
no,
I feel like it's a complete difference. Like,
yeah,
y'all know how I feel about Liz. Y'all know how I feel about Liz and her
yeah.
going up the 15 flights of stairs. I don't think that she should have got crucified in the hospital like that by Lulu and not have said anything to defend herself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Willow was very indignant.
Hmm.
Like I feel like don't have enough history to talk back.
Yeah, yeah. But and then I think for me, like I would say Josh, she do get on my nerves. Like it's always all about her and nobody else gets their time to shine. So it's very annoying for me. Even when I think back to like didn't even acknowledge like Britt died because of y'all. Like and you was up there
Yeah,
freaking banging decks. Like a lot of the things she does goes unseen. Like also they never really had Trina confront her on her cheating on Cam. So like a lot of times she just gets away with it and it's just okay. For
yeah,
me, I felt like I didn't, but I also didn't mind Josh going in on Willow because I just really didn't. So I was just like, oh, okay, like whatever. What I did mind was that I was like, Willow, you are in your mid 30s, late 30s, allowing this little 20 something to talk to you this way. First of all, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? Would have been the first thing that would have been out of my mouth. And of course, they had to change the words for that. But like, I need Willow to stand up. Like I need you to be a woman about it. If you're a woman enough to cheat on your husband, you should be woman enough to be able to confront also his sister who has so much to say. So it was
hmm
just like
but
she
she
has
can't talk for herself because Drew got to talk for her.
yeah, and that's another and I know that I love me some Nina, and I know Nina was gonna come in and defend her, but I'm still like Nina, your daughter is too old for this, and she needs to learn how to stand on her own 2 feet. This is Willow's problem now. She doesn't stand on her own 2 feet. She always has somebody swooping in and low key saving her, and I'm just like I am tired of always seeing that from Willow. I need something else from her. So, I mean, and also don't even get me started on how she treats Nina. I hate it. I just feel like Nina is always at her feet begging for crumbs. Nina, go get your other daughters. Go get Sasha. Go get Donna. Go get Charlotte. Those are your daughters, okay?
Those
And
are the
probably
ones. Those
Mel
are the
probably
ones.
somewhere too. Get one of them because I'm tired. I'm so tired of her and Willow. And I love Nina, but she needs to tell her about her and Drew
She
because
needs to. Almost hurt. Almost. She needs to tell her about Drew
she
because
needs to.
you're further one putting your daughter in the hands of this man who's
Yep.
had his hands all over you.
Disgusting.
Like
Disgusting.
Willow is
Oh,
not making an informed decision. And then it's so much comparison to everything that happened with Shiloh. And it's
mhm.
just like making her be a weak-minded character. But I thought she had become empowered and moved out of that. But
Yep.
Josh did not lie. What do you get when you marry a cheating wife? A cheating wife. Like
And,
she
and
ain't
and
lying.
and that was very, very true. So I'm just so over Willow, and I think just because I just can't stand Drew as well. I just can't stand them. Like, oh my goodness. I just cannot take how it's always how she looks like Drew is the best thing smoking. I'm like, girl, like, and it's supposed to be like, oh, she's manipulated by him. She's too old for this. She's just too old for this. That's all I keep thinking. I'm like, girl, you are too old for this. Wake up. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to shake the mess out of her. I'm so tired of her. I just can't. Oh God, I just can't. I can't take it. She's annoying the mess out of me. Um, so yeah, but it's literally a mess over there on General Hospital, but it's soap mess. So sometimes they
Yes.
give me the soap mess, and I can take it and digest it. And then sometimes when I'm with these characters that I just cannot stand, it's just like, oh, get off my screen.
I feel like it is turning soapy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm appreciative of that. Like, I feel like there are too many storylines though, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that General Hospital is going to lose things in translation. Like,
Ew.
especially now they have to plan Monica's memorial.
Uh,
I feel like something is going to get lost.
yeah.
Thinking
All the
too,
time.
like when Epiphany passed, Sonia Eddy, when she passed, they didn't do her death on the show until a year later.
Yeah.
So I wonder how is this gonna be?
Even with Bobby's, they had when Jackie
Yeah,
died, and Jackie's even they had to wait a couple of months as well.
yeah.
So I know that they'll probably, I think, because when Sonia Eddy died, was it, I believe it was doing like COVID, and or even like closely after, so somewhere around there. So maybe that had something to do with it as well, with them waiting because of all the restrictions that they had once they came
Mhm.
back. But I do believe the impact that Leslie made, they're going to make sure that it is felt, because they
They
did it.
better.
They did a good job with Jackie.
Yeah.
So I do believe that they're going to do an amazing job with Leslie as well. And that's going to be a tearjerker. I could just think about all
Mhm.
the clips that they're going to show, like everything. Oh my goodness, it's just like, whoo.
It's gonna be so much. Oh, and you know what? Steve Burton better do his big one.
He
He
needs
better do
to.
his big one. Like, no Stone Cold on it. Do your big one.
You've been
Especially,
working.
and he showed a little bit of emotion, like how he sat at Michael's bedside over this last week as
Yeah,
well. So you still got it.
yeah, he still
You've
has
been showing
it.
us. You better still do it.
And he's been working with her since the 90s. I think he came on
Yeah.
like 92 or 91, something like that. So like, man, you've been working with her for over, like, on and off for over 30 years. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you need to pull through, because Leslie's revered in the soap world. So
Absolutely.
don't do us wrong. So if Laura
I
Wright
mean,
can do
who's gonna
Jackie
come
right,
back?
you better do Leslie right.
I
Okay.
wonder who's gonna come back. Like, I'm just excited. I'm just
I
excited. So
I
we
am
should
wondering too if they'll bring back, like, Sean, who played AJ, for a little bit.
yeah, I thought about that. I thought about Dylan for a little bit, but Scott,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll come back. Or I think it was somebody else who played him after Scott. I can't remember
Yeah,
his
yeah. But Dylan Quartermain should be back. I do feel that way. Dylan
name.
Quartermain should definitely be back right
I
now.
think Natalia should come back as a ghost. Let Emily
Yes. Oh my God,
back.
Emily should. Yes, Natalia, Emily should be back. Like,
I agree.
oh my goodness. So yeah, that's
So many
it. That's
things.
gonna
So many
be.
things. We
It's
shall see.
Yeah, we shall definitely see. So going into our breakout performer, who
Um,
sticks out to you?
let me look at my list.
Your
Um,
notes.
and guys, I have to take notes because y'all know I'm new to the other soap operas. So instead of me like live tweeting or like putting things on Blue Sky, I make notes in my phone and then I send it to Ashley and be like, "These are my thoughts." But
Yeah, yeah, good notes.
I think, and I don't want to give it to General Hospital every week, but I really do love me some Dr. Isaiah Gannon. I feel like he is making such an impact and he's not overly acting. He's
Mm-hmm.
just fitting, and it's just impactful and he's having chemistry with everybody. Like he's just an easy person to work with. And I think that yeah, like not necessarily like a heartfelt performance, but shout out to him for just being a vessel on the set for everybody right now.
Yeah, he's great. But still feel like they're constantly chem testing him. I need to see, like, who they're gonna land on. It should be Jordan. Like, that should just who it is, point
Yeah.
blank, period. Oh my goodness, forgot to, even because see, this is probably why I forgot. Because I don't like the character of Curtis, but even Curtis, like, going in on Drew was definitely good. He deserved that. He was cutting
Uh,
me up.
Was that last week when he
Yeah,
threw the
it was last week.
Oh, that was last week. Well, when he came to the office and he threw his name tag out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Donnell
The
did that. Shout
when
out to
he was
Kurt
at the
Ashford.
hospital, he was at the hospital, and he is
And he
like
was
the
like,
best
you
thing
need
he
to
did.
leave.
Yep, cutting him up. I said, see what happens when you give people material, okay? But for me, my performer, well, breakout performer of the week goes to no other than Cameron Grimes. Like I said, put some respect on her name. You know, getting that in me at 10 years old and for a reason. I felt like she was absolutely amazing. Just the way she plays her nuance of anger, you know, still having a little bit of like fear, but also I'm gonna be strong because you're not gonna be trying this, like not with my wife. Okay, that's not what we're doing right now. So I definitely really like loved and appreciate her performance. I just love Cameron Grimes. I think she's an amazing actress, and I hope that they continue to give her the material that she deserves.
Agreed. Agreed.
Well, guys, that is the end of our Soap Wire podcast.
Thank you.
As we
Thank you
always
so much.
say, always say too, like stories, worries and bros. Hello, at us, let us know what's good. We're here.
Maybe we can do like a special like message or something this week about our own story worries and woes and just get the
Oh,
hashtag going, like just blow the hashtag down and see if we
okay.
get a friend. Y'all come join us. When you
Yeah,
see it out there, think of it as like the bat signal. Y'all let us know your stories and your worries and your woes of all your favorite soap operas.
of course. And like we said earlier, don't forget to follow us. We named it all in the beginning. Please go back and check. You know, lady two wise ASA over here. Also please don't forget to follow Soap Wire. Tell your friends, tell your family. Also Jury Review Media as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And thank you so much. I think this is episode 6 or 7. So we
Yep.
appreciate you all. We will see you next week. Bye.
Yes. Bye.